Hello and welcome back to Scatterbrook Farm Garden Designs. Oh, what fun I've been having. Oh my goodness. Where do I start? Okay, one of my viewers messaged me in the comments there. He watches my videos. He's really impressed with the way that I design things. But he's put it to me now, a question that he wants to know, could I design a Lord of the Rings design? Now, for one, I've never watched any of the Lord of the Rings. I don't know, so I wouldn't. So this guy is a sort of, he loves his Lord of the Rings and he loves his heyday. So he thought he'd like to combine the two, and asked me if I could, do a Lord of the Rings design on the heyday farm. So I'm like, right, okay. So I googled it, some pictures. And from what I can see, there's several nice pictures of that, of the buildings and everything, and they look a little bit like that rabbit. It's sort of, there's an entrance, but it goes under the ground. But as you can appreciate, for me to do something like that, to make a building look as though it's going underground, is just really hard. But just to put you in the picture, I started it at 11 o'clock UK time, and I finished it at 3:30 in the morning. So that's how long it took me to get it right, and to get it to get the special effect to look right. Now, I've done it the best that I can, the best of my ability that I can do it. I mean, you might look at it and think, oh, that don't look like Lord of the Rings, or you might say, that's pretty spot on, So I'm going to take you over now to my design farm, and I'm going to show you what I've done. So we'll go over now. So this is my design farm, as you can see. Look, taking all parts down. And okay, are you ready for the Lord of the Rings design? There it is. So what I've done, I've used a layer effect. So what I've done is, obviously the entrance is the building at the front, not the farmhouse on the left, that brown building at the front. But because I built it up at the back, I want the effect to look as though the front building is going into the ground. It's going on. Can you see what I mean? That back building is built on top of the ground. So the front building is actually going into the ground. So actually, when you zoom out, you get that effect that it's, things are growing all on top of it. Because there's no other way that you can really do it. It's really difficult. But I've also done it in a certain way for you guys. That by removing just 2 trees, you can see the whole design where I've put everything. Because obviously you're looking at that and thinking, well, where do I start? Where do I start putting everything? What's he got there and what's he got behind there? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this tree, put that one over there just a second, and I'm going to remove this tree here. Let's put him over there for a minute. Okay, now as you can see, that has opened up the whole area. So you can now see where everything goes. So if I just zoom to there, I just forgot the name of the viewer's name now. It's terrible. Oh my goodness. I should look up the names first and then I can give you a mention. But this viewer, you know, if you take a screenshot, how I've got it, so you've got the toilets, 4 conifers at the back, building down to the sun house, and then you've got 4 wells. Right in the middle, you've got a piece of gold wall, and the plinth there just in front of it, which gives you that entrance look. And then you've got 2 conifers there and a coffee bush on the corner. You've got a green leafy tree. You've got 3 conifers on the outside of there. Water, the water doesn't go, I haven't got it going all the way around, because obviously, you know, with everything in the way, it just looks naturally that the water is going all the way around. So like I say, if you get a screenshot of that, pretty straightforward. The design at the front, that's easy enough to copy. I've kept it symmetrical, exactly the same. So what you do on the right, you just do exactly on the left. Obviously, you can't see a little bit on the left because it's behind the farmhouse. But I had to do it there because I had nowhere else, no other room until I moved some other features. So by putting the trees back now, gives you that whole covering effect. So I put that one back into there. That one back into there, they match together, and as you zoom out, there's the effect there that the building is sort of backing into the ground with the building above it at the back. You know, it's part of the roof or the backing. So that is my attempt at the Lord of the Rings design. You might not like it, you might love it. I mean, even if it doesn't look like Lord of the Rings, it's still a nice design to have on your farm. It's something different. But let me know what you think in the comments. It did take me a good 4.5 hours to get it right, to get the whole effect. You know, again, you know, I do like a challenge, but this was a really real challenge. Couple of pieces of wall there on the end of the fence just to give a little bit of character at the front. I've got the lights there just turned in at one angle. Oh, there's the reset again. So yeah, so you know, when you go to another feature, you know, you're going down to here, I'll just take you a little tour around the farm. This is all my stuff that I pick up and use and drop down here. And then when I go to there's that, I mean, I've taken parts of this design away. This was another design that I done for somebody. But when you go from this design to the, well, let's call it the Lord of the Rings design, have a look at the impact that you get there. It does look stunning. It really does. But there's no other way that you can get you can get that, you know, the entrance to go underground unless you cover like I've done there. It's hard to explain, you know, to try and make that building look as though it's going into. If you imagine that this area here is a big mound, it's like a big hump, and this building here is backing into that hump, so it's going under the hump, and on top of that hump is this sort of spire and building at the back. So as you zoom out, you get that effect that it's sort of backing into it, so it's slightly underground. But yeah. So that is my Lord of the Rings design for that viewer. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I have worked hard on it. And again, for all of you viewers, any videos that you want to see me do, as you can see with this one, I'll take a challenge on. Yeah, so what else have we got? Oh yeah, and as always, I will always put in the link a link within the messages with the video for Phoebe's live stream. Very good friend of mine, really nice lady. Her streams are absolutely mega. You know, they're, you know, we fun and games, prizes up for grabs, you know, with Heyday t-shirts. It's a lovely stream. And those streams are on Sunday nights and Tuesday nights. Click on her link, and all your details for her streams and all her videos will be on that link. Also, don't forget to pass on my videos to all your friends. Get them to hit the subscribe button to get all the notifications. And yeah, so there it is. So keep those designing ideas coming towards me, and I'll do my very best to keep you guys up and running on your farms. So until the next video, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you later. Cheerio.